Hello everyone, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. I have a lovely box here. This is from Hogtown Pens, and I opened it up because one, I didn't want to show the address on the box, but two, it comes in this lovely box, all of this here to protect it, and then a little maple candy, and then the receipt down there. So I'm very excited to actually receive something, because since the Canada Post strike, and I think it's been 3 weeks now since the start of the Canada Post strike, I have like 5, 6, or 7 packages that are stuck or have not yet been sent because of the strike. So I was very excited when Terry said that he would be using UPS and not Canada Post to send this, and I'm so glad to have this in my hand now. This was a Black Friday purchase that I did not expect to make. I was trying to be very good, and I said no to a few things, and then I saw this. I had seen this actually a few times on Hogtown Pen's website or on Instagram, and I said, no, I'll wait. I don't need it. It's beautiful, it's unique, but I can wait until the new year. And then when Terry said that he wasn't going to get any, or he had some nice blanks, but they weren't great, I'm like, crap, I have to get it. So here it is. Long story short, or like TLDR, this is the Swansea large model. Isn't that beautiful? And I believe the name of the blank, I have to look it up, hold on. The name of the blank is Impressionist 1, and this is so interesting and so different to anything that I currently have. I love this portion where it kind of looks like it's like rock or crystal, and then the white swirls in here. I love how separated each of the different parts are. There's a lot more blue in this than I thought there would be, because I wanted a little bit more of that red pink, but I really love just how unique this is and how it doesn't look like your regular resin pen. And I have no idea how they've done this, but I also love that Terry of Hogtown Pens does an amazing job with glossing his pens. So I am just in awe. This kind of reminds me of the Valinor Noldor model from Mayfair Pens, where it's the resin, it's a swirly resin, but it's separated. They're not swirly like, you know, an abalone where the swirls kind of run together and mix together. Here, they're still separate colors, and I absolutely love that. And I just love the mix of the blue and the pink and I absolutely love it. So this is the Swansea large model, and Terry has different models, so slightly different shapes, but this one has the flat finials, and then it's not completely flush from the cap to the body. And then when you uncap it, there is a bit of a step between the body and the grip section. And I know the Swansea large models are a little bit longer, but then also the grip section is a little bit bigger too. I'm going to actually post a photo here, or a diagram that Terry has on his website to help you figure out the size that you need. But I like this model because it is a good length in my hand, but also when I'm placing my fingers to write with it, the threads actually don't bother me. And where I place my fingers, the threads are barely touching my fingers. And then this step would normally have bothered me before, but I'm actually not too bothered by that at all. And then the size of the grip section is large enough that it makes it really comfortable to hold so far. And this comes with a number 6 extra fine Yovo steel nib. Now let's see how many times it takes to uncap here. We've got 1, just under 2 to uncap. Now, does this post? I'm not sure if this model does post. It does. Actually, the posts quite deeply, and you can see through the transparent, like how deep that posts there. And is it a secure post? Gosh, that's really dangerous for me to do that. But yes, it is a secure post. So if you do like to post your pens, this does that. I'd be afraid of scratching the resin, but it's actually a good weight when it's posted. It doesn't feel too back heavy, so that is actually quite nice. I don't post my pens, but that was actually really nice posted. So let's go ahead and compare this pen to some models that I have in my collection so you can kind of see the size, and then I'll go ahead and weigh it, and then we will do a writing sample. So there we have the Swansea large model, and I'm going to compare it to the Esterbrook Esty. And the Esty is even just like a little bit longer, and I think it's due to the conical shaped finials. And then I'm also going to compare it to the Pelican M800 or the Pelican M800, and then compare it to the Waterman Karen. Oh yeah, so those are all pretty similar in length, and then compare to the TWSBI Eco. So you can see that the Swansea large is actually in line with the length that I normally like my pens to be. Now let's look at them uncapped so we can see what the grip sections look like. Okay, so there are all of the pens uncapped, and for me, the most comfortable pen for me is the Esterbrook Esty, and it's due to the grip section, but also the width of the barrel and the just the overall shape of the pen. And you can see here it's actually very similar, but I think the Swansea large is going to be a little bit wider in the grip, and then it looks like it's a little bit wider in the center and then kind of tapers down to the finial, but then it is longer than the Esterbrook Esty. I always like to put this in my hand because it is a really comfortable pen. For some people this would be quite short, but for my hands it is a lovely size. Whereas with the Swansea large, that little bit of extra length actually makes it that much more comfortable for me. I think the step is always going to be something that I'm going to be sensitive to, but overall I really like the weight and the length of this pen, but also the width of it. So let's go ahead and weigh this pen and ink it up. So after looking through all of my blue inks, I realized I'm going to ink it with something that doesn't match exactly. And I'm okay with that because I'm in the middle of doing 15 inks over 30 days, and I'm going to match it with an ink that I was going to use. Where is it? Here we go. Birmingham Penco Robin's Egg. It's not an exact match, and I'm okay with that, but I just want to, well, am I okay with that? I do want a deeper blue to match the deeper blues in here, but I feel like I could put like an orange or a pink, or even like there's hints of green in here, but I really wanted to use Birmingham Penco Robin's Egg, or possibly Flying Squid Blue, or Stroke of Midnight. I feel like Stroke of Midnight's too dark. Yeah, like Diamine Acid Blue would have been good because it wouldn't have had a ton of sheen, and sheen bothers me. Diamine Upon a Star would have been cool with it too. Yeah, kind of like that darker blue. I don't know. Or Tsukio would have been great. Yeah, Tsukio would have been great. I don't have that ink anymore, but yeah, Tsukio would have been great, or Konpeki would have been great in this too. But I think I'm gonna go with my first choice, which was Birmingham Penco Robin's Egg. Where is my sample vial holder? So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up, and then we'll do a quick writing sample. What I forgot to say was that this pen does come with a converter, so standard international converter. I'm sure that you can eyedropper these pens, but I never do. I'd be too afraid of staining the resin inside there, but it is possible if you wanted to eyedropper this pen. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that. Okay, so here I have my Galen leather, my A5 Galen leather notebook with 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. I have a stamp here from Everyday Explorers Co., and I'm just going to go ahead and start writing. But before I even do that, I just want to mention how lovely the gloss is on this pen, how smooth the threads are, and even how smooth the oh, that's just so smooth. It's little things like that that after you've tried a few small makers, you really notice things like the smooth threads, how well they seal and they cap and things like that. So this is very, very well done. So the brand, oh, hold on. Did the ink, when I wiped the ink off, did it not go all the way through? There we go. All right, so we have, oh, what is going on? I just had to wait for the ink to go down. So the brand is Hogtown pens, and yes, they are in Canada, and the model is the Swansea large. The nib is an extra fine, and the color is, what did I say it was? Illusionist? Oh, I have to look it up again. Impressionist. Impressionist. And then it is inked with Birmingham Pen Co. Robin's Egg. Oh, I really like that so far. This was a total impulse buy. The pen does have a bit more blue in the resin that I thought I would like, but I actually still really love the look of it. It feels very comfortable in my hand. I hardly notice the step or the threads, and this extra fine nib is so smooth. So my first impressions of the Hogtown pens Swansea large in the Impressionist one. I love it. It's very comfortable in the hand. I don't find any sensitivity here or even here, so I'm very, very happy with this. I love the finish of the resin. It's so glossy and smooth. Terry does amazing work with glossing his pens. I really like the look of the resin. It's so different to anything that I own, and that extra fine nib is so smooth, and I just love it. My first impressions are that it is beautiful and that the smoothness of the threads, just, it's really, really well done. So that is my newest pen from Hogtown Pens. Highly, highly recommend them. Now, Terry normally works from a commission list that is anywhere from 10 to 12 weeks. So if he ever posts anything on his Instagram, grab it, and because he does such amazing work, but he's also really great to work with. And if you're a Canadian, he's Canadian, so yay. All right, but that is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a great day.